Welcome to my kitchen. I'm Claire, I'm 93 years old, and today we are making meals from the Depression. Good morning. This morning we're making the Depression breakfast. The first thing we're going to make is the sugar cookies. Measure out 3/4 of a cup of sugar. Put it in the bowl. Then you beat the 3 eggs. Beat the eggs and then you mix it with the sugar. Sugar, flour, and eggs. Mixing the sugar and the eggs. So you beat the eggs and then you take a cup and a half of flour and put it in here. And mixing the flour and the eggs. Mix it until you don't see any flour. It's all incorporated. To make it like a dough, I think it needs more flour. Put in a pinch of salt. Breakfast. We had bread and butter and coffee. We used to dip our bread in the coffee and eat it. Thought that was great. But on Sundays, we'd have cookies, which was a big treat. We didn't have cookies until Sunday. I added about another cup and a half of flour to make them a little drier. Yeah, I had to make it thicker. Be generous with the flour on the board so they don't stick. Don't use grease on the pans because the dough's got enough grease. This pan is ready. I rolled them and I cut them and put them in pans. Now we're going to bake them, 350 degrees. Put them under here. How my mother made coffee, and we had fresh ground coffee. And we'd hear my mother downstairs grinding the coffee. It was time to get up. Times were different in those days. But now when I think of it, they were interesting. The bottom layer, I put it on top and put another pan in. We're going to make coffee in an old Depression pot. Real old-fashioned way to make it. First you have to boil the water, put the coffee in between. There's a little container. Then you put the water in the next container, and it drips, it goes through the bottom of the coffee, and it makes your coffee. Sometimes I like to look at old pictures and see how we looked. My father, he was a dapper old man. I probably didn't have any teeth. My mother used to skimp and save and buy us right clothes and everything. Boy, look how old it is. The mirror got black. This is a whole bunch of us that went to camp together. That's my cousin, and this is their friends, and that's me. We went to Lake Geneva for a vacation, and this girl came with us, and we used to eat home, make meal, and then she'd go in the restaurant and eat, because she says we never fed her enough. One day we found her there eating. We just got through eating. She says, I'm sorry, but you guys don't eat that much, and I'm ashamed to eat in front of you. So she used to go over there and eat after she ate home. This is her. Yeah, she's nice and chunky. My mom used to put a lot of milk. She didn't want us to have a lot of coffee, so she put a drop of coffee, mostly milk. but we were happy. Gonna open the can of evaporated milk. That's what we had. I'm not strong enough. On Sunday, we would have wafer cookies. That was a big treat. And then we'd count them, my brother and I. One for you, one for me. If there was one left over, we'd split it in half. It had to be even. Now I'm going to pour some condensed milk that we used to have for our coffee. Okay. We're ready for having our coffee and cookies that we just made. Coffee's nice and strong. We made a Depression breakfast the Sunday because we never had cookies on the weekday, just on Sunday. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.